Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video I'll be talking about consistency and how to stay consistent in your goals and achieving your dreams. So I took a couple of days off from posting videos on YouTube, and I promised myself that I'll be posting every day a new video, and I kind of broke the consistency a little bit here, but this video is to explain what to do in situations when you get stuck, or sometimes just you're not as consistent as you wanted to be. You should first of all, for me, if I break my streak, I just never consider it as a failure. That's very important, right? To make sure to identify, or don't identify this as a failure, and instead just I should identify this, or you should identify it as well, like as a learning curve, as something that you're getting better at. So like me losing couple days from my consistency, it's still better than not doing it at all. So it's a improvement, right? So for example, I wasn't posting any photos or videos for a while, and now started posting these videos, and this is better than not posting anything at all. So you see, like, let's say, imagine last 30 days, and imagine, okay, so I posted 24 videos or 25 videos in last 28 days or 30 days. So maybe you should just progressively overload, meaning you should just add a little bit more consistency, more work each month, instead of being disappointed that you broke the streak. So for example, when I was working out and I was doing my 1,000 days challenge, I didn't just suddenly start doing 1,000 days challenge. It was a progressive build up. So I remember first, like, I tried to work out just once ever, like my first workout. And I remember I worked out one time in the gym, and I'm not talking about like home workouts or just like little bullshit like at school. No, like I'm talking about like actually going to the gym and working out in the gym with the equipment, not like just push-ups at home, or pull-ups, dips, or ab workouts at home. Those are very easy, so I don't count those. But like the actual workouts, I did one workout. Let's say I was 17, did a one workout, and then the second workout I would not do until like 2 months later. So that's what I've seen. I spoke with a lot of people, and I've seen that happening to a lot of people. A lot of my friends, they have this problem with consistency, but I had the same thing. So I just like didn't want it enough. I didn't care about it that much. Like, it wasn't like the highest important thing for me at that time. I had more important things. I like, okay, I need to finish my class, or I need to make more money, I need to find a job, I need to fix my car. So there were more important things during my day, or during that month. I didn't care about working out that much. I would like, okay, I need to go out and find maybe a girlfriend, or whatever at that time I needed to find, or whatever. I didn't care. So at that time, just didn't have the knowledge of like, okay, what's more important for me, my body, or just going out and getting drunk. Obviously now I know that, my body and being sharp and being energetic and having high energy is more important than just going out and drinking, or going out and partying, spending money, or any other thing like fixing a car. That can wait a little bit. Like, if what's more important, the most important thing, you have to do that first, right? So consistency comes from just putting this thing that you're thinking about, in this case making YouTube videos, in my case now, it's like it's more important than anything else, like any other thing. Let's say you have to make the payment, or you need to think about insurance, whatever else you have to think about, you can prioritize something first. So put whatever you're doing that as a priority, and don't do anything else until you finish that goal. So for me now, it's like I have to do a lot of other things, but right now I need to make the video. So it, and then and also like the progressively, I was saying, like, I was doing it only like once a month, for example, working out every day. Progressively I started from like just working out once a month, and then it was important, so the priority went up. After I broke up with my girl back in the days, I just wanted to, like, okay, I was like, okay, well, I think I need to be very strong and masculine. I want to be very strong and masculine, and I wanted to be just the best version of myself. I knew like that being very strong and physically fearless, it's gonna make me become a better person. So I was like, okay, now priority changed. Before it was just like, okay, I need to make more money, blah blah blah. But now it was like, okay, I need to make sure I'm strong physically. I'm very strong. I look strong. I look confident. That was more important for me. So that decision made me go to the gym more often. So I was like going, instead of once a month, I started going like 3 times a week. 3 times a week, or that's what, like 20 times or like 15 times, let's say 15 times a month. From one day a month, going to 15 days a month. And then from that, I got used to it. I started building a habit of going to the gym. So I stayed more consistent with the workouts. And then it was progressively overloading, meaning I was working out more days and I could handle more days in a month. So I added a couple more days and I started working like 5 days a week, let's say 20 days a month, 25 days a month. So I started added more months, or more working out days, workout sessions into the month. Got to the point where I started enjoying it a lot more, and then that's where the consistency is becoming easier. Same thing with like making YouTube videos. I would slowly build a habit and get used to this videos, and then I would actually enjoy it at some point, because maybe it's more for me now, like comparing it to making YouTube videos. I actually enjoy it because it's kind of like me talking to myself sometimes, or like just thinking out loud and actually like learning from myself, or like giving myself an advice. I'm like, oh, that's great. I should probably stick with that advice, right, myself. So talking to you guys, I'm also benefiting from it as well. So like I'm enjoying it, right? So if you enjoy it, then you're gonna be more consistent with it. But you're gonna enjoy it when you start doing it more and more often every month, and make sure I do it, like, let's say first month I'm gonna do only like 25 days, but I already have very strong discipline and I put it very high in priority list, or task like list. Let's say it's like number 2 priority after food and workout, or maybe number 3, workout and food, and then videos. Adding days into this, so let's say like 25 days a month, now it's going to be 30 days a month every day. So then can you do like 100 days nonstop? Then you can add 1,000 days nonstop. I could add like 10,000 days. I was literally thinking about working out for 10,000 days nonstop, but I just felt like it's just like it got to the ridiculous point. Like, okay, like that just doesn't make any sense. It's boring. So I was thinking literally to work out 10,000 days nonstop. That would be like, 20 some years, right? 25, 27 years, 30 years almost. So yeah, it's progressively overloading it, adding more and more consistency. You can't just like out of nowhere start building it. Like, you can start out of nowhere, but you cannot just get there like this. It takes a while, slowly building the muscle, like mental muscle. It's discipline, basically. Not motivation, right? Motivation is when you feel like, oh yes, let's go and do it today. And then next day you're not gonna have the motivation because maybe you're tired next day, or maybe next day you don't have time. So motivation is not gonna get you there. You have to have, it's great to have a motivation for the first day and do the work, but then like after 1 month you probably will have a couple of days when you don't have that motivation. So what you're gonna need, you need a discipline, right? So discipline comes from keep getting at it every day non-stop, and just keep building the discipline mindset and the muscle, like a mental muscle in your brain, where you use it's like progressively adding the discipline muscle in your life, where you can apply it to anything in your life. Learning a new language, you know what you need: motivation and discipline and consistency. So those are very related with each other. So making YouTube videos every day, same thing. Anything you think about, you want to do in your life, you need to make it up higher priority and build them, have a motivation to start, and then have a discipline to keep going for a really long time. Let's say making successful YouTube channel could take you 5 years, every day, thinking about it, doing things about it, maybe 20 years, whatever it takes. So just keep getting at it consistently. So like comparing back to like working out every day, like you don't just accidentally have an amazing body, or you look like Greek god or Mongolian god. You don't just look like that randomly. It takes a very specific direction, and you have to have this goal, and go consistently chasing that goal. And you have to prioritize, have a discipline and motivation to keep grinding at it for years to get there. And you have to refuse things, you have to learn slowly, progressively how to get rid of things that slow you down from getting to your goal. And then have to think about strategies to keep you consistent and build the habits to get there. So that's how you get there. It's not you don't get there by accident. So yeah, building consistency is just like building a muscle, but like it's a mental muscle, and you build a habit. So a lot of things is just a habit building. After 60 days of nonstop doing something, it's going to be easier for you to do it. And even if you break it, like usually you break it because you go out and maybe you felt weak that day, you felt tired, you felt like just like you didn't feel like it because you had low energy, and you had maybe bad influence from your friends. Like that's what happened to me. Like I just was kind of tired and like bored, and got invited by my friends, went to the beach, and then kind of felt bored and like tired, but then just consistently getting back to it after a couple of days of rest. That's the habit building strength and the mental muscle, to just get back at it and just keep grinding, keep getting after it. And then you have a momentum to go forward, building a momentum, because without consistency, you won't have the momentum. And it's like compounded interest. When you keep getting after it every day, you're gonna have the faster growth. You're gonna be kind of like a little bit more obsessed about it, instead of just like doing it on and off and then on and off. It's not serious. There's no compounded growth, right? So the momentum helps you to have a very fast compounded growth in any area you choose. So yeah, this is it for this video. I hope I'm gonna see you in the next video. Make sure you like the video, make sure you write what you think about this video in the comments, and see you on the next one. Bye.